Hey guys, Dave Glover here from the Dave Glover Show in St. Louis, Missouri, and behind this enormous flag is an enormous, beautiful home which was built for Corporal Todd Nicely by the Stephen Siller Foundation, the Gary Sinise Foundation, and by Building for America's Bravest. And what they do is really very simple. When men come home from combat, serving their nation, protecting us, and they are in some way broken, in Todd's case he lost both arms and both legs, they raise money through various avenues. In our case, we had a gigantic concert featuring the Gary Sinise Band, and they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of man-hours to build beautiful homes like the one behind me today. And in just a few minutes, we're going to take you inside of it.
As we enter in, the intercom system here is not an average doorbell. It works as a doorbell, also as an intercom. The house is fully computerized so that he could answer the door from any room in the house, open up the door, and allow people to come in. The door is also fitted with a lock. His prosthetic, he is able to push these buttons. They're not electrostatic buttons. They are push buttons that he could just punch in a code and open up the door. We're walking into the first floor of the home. We have a full lighting system in the house. These switches look like your average switch. They are dimmer controllable switches, so they communicate to a processor that's located down in the equipment room, which allows him to control the whole house lighting either by a keypad or iPad. We actually have, as he enters in through the garage, when he opens up the door, it is programmed to create a path of lighting automatically on its own, so he doesn't need to go around hitting light switches. They're also designed in a way that we could just hit all off and turn off the whole house if he chooses to do so, or just certain lights. The living area here, we have an elevator going to all 3 floors in the house. Touch button, it opens up, wide enough to fit a wheelchair in. He's able to come, if he chooses to use his wheelchair, to come through. Here we have a small den area, family room. You know, everything was considered as far as height. Electric reclining chairs so that he just hits a button and it reclines for him. The TV system we incorporated in the home is a centralized TV system working through the main system that's located down in the equipment room. You notice there's no boxes here. We're entering into the kitchen now. Another room that a lot of consideration was put into. You know, we spend a lot of time in the kitchen, and we designed a kitchen that works best for Todd, keeping a lot of the major appliances down low at wheelchair level. As you can see, the oven here, not your average height, works perfect for him. He's able to assist his wife in getting dinner cooked. We have microwave here, again, perfect height for Todd. All the cabinetry was designed where the upper cabinets will come down to countertop level. If there's something he needs in here, he can lower this down, grab something off the top shelf. The dishwasher is actually at average height, but again, it was one that they chose that would work best. If you notice throughout the house, all the appliances or any of the items in the house are push button. They are not electrostatic buttons, which do not work with a prosthetic. So we had to make sure that everything that was chosen has push button. The faucets in the house are touch. He's just able to tap the faucets, and the faucets turn on and off with just a tap. We have more cabinetry here that raises up and down, again allowing him to get some of the items that are up on the upper shelves. Okay, every room in the house is fitted with an emergency button. The button is designed in a way that you press it one time. It's going to actually play a wave file through the audio system throughout the house, saying that assistance is needed in that particular room that the button was pushed. If the button is pushed 2 times, it will actually make an outside call and send a text message to his wife saying, hey, I'm in trouble, I need some help. The keypad control for the home automation system is controlling the lighting in the house, the television's in the house, the music's in the house, the full capability of doing everything from every keypad in the house. We're now entering to the master suite. As you can see, we did consider all the widths throughout the house so that they are wheelchair accessible. Every door in the house is a minimum of 36 inches wide. So he's able to come in, flow right into the bedroom. Now we're entering into the master bath, where we spent a large amount of time speaking with Todd to design this room so it works specifically for him. We have emergency buttons in here. Actually, we have 2 of them here, one at the bathtub level and one in the shower. Okay. The shower is designed so he could pull up with his wheelchair or walk up with his prosthetics. He could leave his prosthetics here at the end, and then he could transfer himself on here, slide around, control the temperature of his water from here. He gets over here, he's got a choice of 2 different shower heads to use. They both will turn on at the same time. The toilet that is fully computerized. With just a touch of a button, he could lift the seat. Actually, it is programmed automatically. As he approaches it, the lid would pick up on its own. It is a fully automatic toilet, self-cleaning, self-washing. Handlebars were custom built for Todd. The bathroom sinks, you could see, are designed in a way that he could wheel in with his wheelchair, and the chair would go underneath and he'd be able to use the sink. Again, everything is designed with his height and his ability to use. Okay, we are now entering into what I call the her cave. We have a man cave and a her cave. She has full control of the cable box, the video system, the music system throughout the house. It's a little area that she can get comfortable in. Full surround sound here. Full electronic capability that if Todd needs assistance, she's hearing him through the intercom. As we enter here, we have the guest area. We have 2 full-size guest bedrooms. Queen-size bed, very comfortable. Notice all the doors are 36. Every door in the house is that way, so that Todd has no restrictions to the home. Todd is a very family guy. He has a lot of family come over, and he chose to have bunk beds so that all his guests could have a place to sleep. Here we have the heart of the system. As I spoke earlier, the cable boxes are centrally located. Your DVD is centrally located, your FM, XM tuner. Everything, this here is the heart of everything. It's the full computerized system made by Crestron. Here we have an entrance out to the second upper deck. As you can see, beautiful views of the lake. Enter into the man cave. A lot of items here that Todd had already hung on the wall that mean a lot to him. As you can see, is his flag from Afghanistan, plaques from different fire departments around the country, plaques from the Marine Corps, sports memorabilia, cars from Lionel, autographed by drivers. This was all designed specifically by Todd. This is his bar area. Again, height was considered so that he could sit here very comfortable from his wheelchair. Designed with large widths between the countertops, allowing him to come through with the wheelchair. Full lighting. This whole floor down here and the floor above us is controlled by the iPad as well, so that he could turn off the whole floor if he forgets to leave a light on down here. We have a full surround sound system down here with a 55-inch Samsung television. We got a neat little doggy door here that chose to have this so that dogs can get in and out of the house. We have the insignia for Todd's unit when he was deployed in Iraq and Afghanistan. You can see the dates on it, the Marine Corps logo. Again, this being his man cave, this really means a lot to him. He's got his corporal insignia there, the Marine Corps insignia, and as you enter into the exercise room where Todd is going to be doing some of his home therapy in. It's obviously still under construction. We're waiting on a special rubber mat. This is the man cave bath. Again, wheelchair accessibility underneath, emergency button here, fully automatic toilet, grab bars were custom designed for him. He'd be able to shower down here, is upstairs as well. Being able to access in, full 2 shower head control. Now we're going to enter the lower deck. This here is a golf cart that is going to be designed specifically for Todd. We just received it, but it's going to be sent back out fitted with some accessibility products that allow him to drive the cart around the property. This is how he's going to be able to get up and down these hills. Okay, here we have a parking area that was designed that if we should have some weather and he doesn't want to drive down a driveway, he could park a vehicle here. We also have a flagpole here that was donated by the Marine Corps League of Lake of the Ozarks, Detachment 1137. They donated the flag. It's a 20-foot pole with the capability of flying 3 different flags. He's going to fly the American flag, the Marine Corps League flag, and also the POW flag. The driveway is fitted with a heat mat system that automatically detects a temperature drop and some moisture, which turns on and allows the driveway to be heated up so we do not have a buildup of snow or ice. So that concludes our tour of the Nicely home. We would like to thank our local community for their support the local contractors, all the contractors that supported us, and there was a ton of those, and also our national sponsors that helped out with this home. So to the Nicely family, we hope you enjoy your new home, and we thank you for your service, Todd.
You are all very remarkable human beings, but nobody more remarkable than my buddy Todd. When we had the first quadruple amputee ever to survive any war in my hometown in Staten Island, New York, our community came together and built him a home with the help of Gary Sinise, because the fire commissioner of New York, I knew Gary. And when I asked him to call him and ask him if he'd do a concert, and he did. And that's how the partnership began with Gary Sinise. And we all came together like you are here today. And it is spectacular. It is spectacular. I can't thank you enough. Everybody out here had something to do with it. Nobody does this alone. You inspired us, Todd. You have helped us to become better people. You have shown us the way to live when you're faced with something that is unfathomable. You help more people than you understand. And now we want to give a little something back to you. And it is our great pleasure to be here today and to honor you here today, Todd. I just want to give Todd Nicely a big round of applause. Come on, let's go. The certificate of occupancy. The site, approved. The footings, come on, approved. The foundation, approved. All the concrete, approved. The framing, approved. Electrical, approved. Plumbing, approved. AC mechanical, approved. Termite control, approved. The final, approved. Todd, here is your certificate of occupancy. Dave, let's get this. Ready? Let's pull back that flag.
Try to do this without choking up, so if I do, forgive me for that. Today is another day in my book of life that I'm probably going to have to bookmark, because I'm going to have to try to remember this day for the rest of my life. From the biggest contributors to even the smallest contributors, someone played a big part in me getting this. Excuse me. Now I'm going to be able to get into my home, and I'm going to be able to live a normal life. The world isn't so handicap accessible, but now in the comfort of my own home, I'll be able to continue living life. And the most important thing to me about this house is now that my wife Crystal is also going to get her independence back, she won't have to help me do so much. And then I just want to let people remember that, you know, the war might be over for me and the other guys in Afghanistan, but the war back home has just begun for us. So from the bottom of my heart and Crystal's, there's no way we'll be able to show the kindness that we have received back. Thank you.
This house means, you know, it's more than just a roof over our head and, you know, a place for family to gather and come and hang out, because believe me, Todd's family does a lot of that, so this is going to be, a good thing, yeah, definitely. I tell people, I can live anywhere, any of us can. We all wake up, and even myself, we take advantage of the everyday things that we do on a daily basis. And then when Todd got hurt, it really, I was always caring towards the disabled before, but to have this personally touch my own life and see him struggle in the beginning and just kind of, I don't know, strive through it all, not just for myself, but for his family and for, everybody else that was looking, that was saying, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And believe it or not, it's really hard. And he's a very strong individual, but this, I've never seen a man get so emotional about something. This means so much. The people that have come together on it and the love that has went into it from everybody, not just the people that are here today, but the people that have given throughout this whole process through Todd's rehabilitation. So thank you all that know, and then just for supporting and giving your love, because it really does mean a lot. Todd and I wanted to kind of do something in the yard for the foundation and for Stephen Siller. We had a plaque made, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, "Firemen never die; they just burn forever in the hearts of the people whose lives they've saved." And that Stephen Siller, FDNY, still changing lives. Stephen Siller Tunnels to Towers Foundation, and this is gonna be a cherished part in our yard because it's just something that means a lot to us, and we'll never be able to thank you. Like, thank you really doesn't do any part of this justice. Well, there's no words to fully express what this means. So we'll probably be continuing to say thank you for the rest of our life, Rick. So. But thank you so much.
The celebration was a little overwhelming. I mean, it kind of brought tears to my eyes, and just to see the support of the people that came out here was just, I was dumbfounded. I didn't expect, the turnout that came. I want to say that even from the smallest donation to the biggest donation, everyone played a part, and without them, I wouldn't be living in the house that I have now. It's going to make it a lot easier for me to get used to doing things now that I can actually reach the cups and probably cook myself now, so getting back my independence is a big deal. I just don't think that thank you is enough for the Gary Sinise Foundation and the Tunnels to Towers Foundation. What these guys have done to take time out of their lives to build this home for me is, I don't think I'll ever be able to say enough. If I could say one thing to the guys that were with me that day is thank you for being so quick to get that stuff on and getting me back to my wife.
The Stephen Siller Tunnels to Tower Foundation and the Gary Sinise Foundation have went above and beyond when it comes to this house, and not just this house, but the relationships that we've developed throughout this process. Like, this is so much bigger than just the house. It's not just the things that make it easier for Todd. It's the fact that people, that they care and go above and beyond for our wounded vets, the people that make a difference in our lives. It's as it's been said many times today, that a lot of kids these days, they look up to these movie stars and musicians, but it's people like Frank and Stephen and the Siller family and Gary Sinise that people really should be looking up to, because they're making a difference where it really matters.
It's ironic that we're right around 4th of July, that we celebrate America's independence, and we're celebrating it in a way that is very important to Todd, and that we're giving him a house. But freedom is not free. There's a big price that has to be paid for it. Todd paid that price. He's gave 4 limbs for his country. We need everybody to come together and make sure that we take care of Todd and so many others in this country that need that kind of help.